So it's 3 a.m. I can't sleep. There's a girl on X that I like to follow. She's beautiful. I'm not sure if she's married, so I don't want to be disrespectful. But she put out a song. She put out a cover of a song, How to Save a Life by The Fray. And God, does that song hit home. I'm sure she sang that song in dedication to Charlie Kirk. And that song, while Charlie Kirk, I'm sure, did not struggle with drugs, is, I believe, about trying to help someone who's struggling with addiction. Now, I also posted a song that I believe also has to do with addiction, but it also has to do with loss. And that's kind of what this video is about. I mentioned it in a video that I commented on Josie's post, but I want to put it out there for the 3 followers that react to my things. I was 19 years old. I was always late, a year behind in high school. But I remember it was my senior year. I had a friend, his name is Dom Martizani. Dom, at the time, he had the brightest future out of everybody that I knew. We all grew up in a fucking shit town. The school wasn't great. There's some success stories that come out of my area, but out of everybody I knew growing up, he was the one that was going to be successful. He was on his way, approved for Penn State University. He was in a band that was on the verge of touring the East Coast. Phenomenal guitarist, one of the best I've ever met. Literally second to maybe one that I know personally. And that guy died too. Drug overdose. My friend, on the other hand, he struggled with his own mind. I remember a time that me and him were in his garage getting drunk. A few times we would get drunk, and the two of us, like some fucking bitches, we would fall to the ground crying about God knows how stupid of fucking high school problems that it was. That was my best friend. I mean, I don't know a single person in the world that I've bawled my eyes out and the guy just hugged me and cried with me. And I don't think I've ever had a friend as solid as that since. Charlie Kirk was the closest thing to a saint that, and I didn't know him. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he sinned. But the way that man was faithful to Christ, and I'm just new to it. Not that I'm new to it. I'm newly returned, and for the first time taking the words of God seriously. Now, it had nothing to do with losing people. It had nothing to do with Charlie Kirk's passing. I was struggling with going back to church for a while before Charlie passed away. Personally, over let's say 4 years ago, I had a major accident. I have a scar on my head the size of this. It's in the back, and I have a lot of hair. I'm not going to show it. I was in a coma for 8 hours. The doctors told my family that I probably wouldn't make it. Miraculously, I woke up, ripped everything out, said, "Get me the F out of here. I can't afford this. I don't have insurance." I didn't know how the process worked. I should have stayed, but that's aside the point. I've had 2 motorcycle accidents in my life, and both of them brought me closer to God. I'm embarrassed to say that it took Charlie Kirk's death, a man I didn't even know, to bring me back to church. I mentioned in the other video that it's important to talk about the person that passed away. It's so much more important to introduce that person that you love to people that they'll never get to meet. To remember the memories that make you smile and not the memories of the horrible images of seeing them in a casket, or in this case the gruesome videos that just float around the internet. It is. It's very, very important. So I encourage everybody who's lost somebody, put it in the comments in this video, and I'd love to hear and I'd love to learn about all of the people that touched you, moved you, changed you, for better or for worse. Some of us lose somebody and we become hard and cold. Tell me about it. Sometimes we lose people and we become so much more buried in our faith. Tell me about it. So many times we lose somebody and we get so blinded by the pain and the anger and the sorrow that we get blinded and we forget about the joyful, beautiful things that these people brought into our lives in a way that all of these individuals have changed us one way or another. There is not a single person in this world, even you on the screen, there's not a single person in this world that isn't affected by your presence. Everybody who sees my face right now, I know for a fact, no matter how minuscule, I'm affecting your life. Whether you know it or not, whether you ever remember me or not, you're a different person after this moment because of the words I said and the fact that you listened to them. And I'm a firm believer in all that. I don't care if it's some random stranger who held the door for you. I don't care if it's the most profound teacher that's ever taught you, changed your entire viewpoint of the world. No matter how big, no matter how small, each and every one of us that connect with each other, we have an imprint of that person on us for the rest of our lives, whether we know it or not, whether we remember it or not. So the people that we love and we honor, I just want to say how important it is to just carry on their legacy. Tell others their story. But more importantly, tell the story that you shared with that person. So I promise, aside from turning to God, it is the one thing that helps the most.